Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this backdrop of my wall mural that I made in my old bedroom in Dublin. I'm back here for a few days, so I thought I would do my tattoo tour, seeing as I'm the queen of procrastinating catching this tube. And if you're new here, this YouTube channel is all about documenting my surfing journey, but my surfing journey is very linked to my mental health journey, and my progress has really stagnated because I am facing so much mental torture and pain when I get in the water, and it's just that, you know, I could give it up, but the pain and torture at the thought of giving it up is worse than the pain of moving forward. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that is inspiring me to be creative and trying to make the process as fun, as enjoyable for me as possible. So part of that includes me doing random shit on the internet. So thank you for watching, and yeah, the tattoo tour is I guess an insight into some depth in my life. We're gonna start off from the beginning. It's my first tattoo. This guy here, "Here You Are Living Despite It All," a Rupi Kaur poem. My first encounter of my mental health issues, I was 19 or 20. I got it tattooed in Galway. I was travelling around Ireland with two of my friends, and my friend who I was with actually got the coordinates of the place I'm living now in Ireland tattooed on her, but I got this, and yeah, it felt really special, and then it was kind of a promise to me that like a self-love. She's hugging herself. It's a poem by one of my favourite poets, Rupi Kaur, and I had no understanding of what was happening to me at that time in my life. I thought I was just having a bit of anxiety or this or that. I had no idea that I was having a full-blown mental illness, which is like really intense and severe, and it was presenting itself, and it was like I was in a washing machine for months and months and like almost 2 years. So I got that at like the beginning of that, and I did attempt to take my own life numerous times after that tattoo, so I felt like a little bit of a failure and a fuck up for having those words. At least I didn't have the words, because I was like, I'm not really here living despite it all. I've tried very hard not to be. So, you know, I still think it's beautiful and that I'm here, and so much of what I do, I have come back from the dead. You know, there's so many reasons why I think I ended up in that mental state at that age, and I just don't want anyone else to have to live through what I did. And if I can just scream from the rooftops posting all the different kinds of things I do on the internet, then maybe it'll be picked up by the right person and they won't feel as alone as I did. And really, I'm just doing it for myself, giving myself the freedom to live how I always wanted to live, as opposed to how I thought I had to and what made me miserable. So yeah, in starting off with a bang, the second tattoo I got was these angels. There's a really nice story to them. Basically, it's a painting of two child goddesses. I can't remember which one's a god and a goddess, and it's all about the beauty of platonic male and female friendships, and like we all over-sexualize each other as genders, and just that there's so much beauty in just pure friendship. But that's what the painting means. But the actual tattoo was symbolic of my mother's two miscarriages that she had. There was a boy and a girl, and she named them Joseph and Louisa. So that really impacted me at a young age, because I really wanted a little sister, and I've spoken about that grief in my podcast. But yeah, and that's why I love sisterhood so much, and just I really wanted to protect a younger woman, but now I get to protect myself and all the other little and older women. But yeah, I just thought it was really cute. They were kissing each other like young siblings, be loving each other. Then my next one, I actually can't remember the orders. I didn't do too much planning. I can't really remember. I think it might be this one. I got lots of tattoos on my arms because I have struggled with body dysmorphia a lot, and the more I saw my body as a form of art as opposed to this object of desire and whatever, I began to just accept it more, and it was a really healing process for me. And now I don't really struggle with my body image that much. Every now and then I do, but yeah. This one, my dad for my 16th birthday got me this poem. It's actually over here, so I still have it. The glass cracked out of it because it fell, but it's the Desiderata. He knew I was a deep thinker and soul, and for my 16th birthday he got me this, and it's kind of been his manifesto for life, so it's really nice. Look it up if you like to. I'm not going to read it now, but the words I have tattooed on me are: you are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. With all its sham, drudgery and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. So that means a lot to me. All my tattoos do have a lot of meaning, and I like it that way. This one, the nude lady, I'll attach, trying to attach some photos, but that was very meaningful for me because I grew up with a very Catholic upbringing in Ireland, and I had a lot of male protectors around me growing up, with brothers and cousins, and I received a lot of conflicting messages growing up that sex was evil and bad, and that anytime I kissed someone it was wrong and I shouldn't have done that, and I started having panic attacks after I'd kiss men because I thought that I was evil and wrong, and that really affected my sexual health and well-being as well as sexual trauma. But I had extreme Catholic guilt that I worked through probably in the wrong way of kind of being hypersexual and trying to reclaim ownership of my body from these people that thought they had ownership to say what I should and shouldn't do, and that trying to convince myself that I wasn't a slut because I was choosing to kiss a man that I liked and that I could kiss whoever I wanted. But the real me is not like hypersexual and at all. There's just so many different conflicting messages because I'm also very protective of women who have been exploited sexually, and that they believe their only source of value and worth is from male attention or having sex or like doing very extreme high risk activities with men and in unsafe ways. And I think that I learned afterwards. I'm really happy about everything this symbolises with, the Magdalene laundries, women being shamed for getting pregnant outside of marriage. Like, this shit runs deep in our bones in this country, in Ireland. I'm so passionate about it, and I'm doing a whole nude exhibition about it, nude painting exhibition, and it's body image. It's just that women, we should have, like, our sexuality is ours. It's not the media's, it's not a man's, it's ours. And we have beautiful sexual energy that we can do what we want with it, but it is ours. And that we can trust ourselves. And yeah, this is a huge topic for me to talk about. It would take me way longer to talk about, but that's kind of, for me, just represents that, like, Catholic guilt that I was made to feel shame for at a really young age, and slut shaming, essentially, just that's not cool to do. And sex and sexuality is one of the most beautiful things in the world, and it gives us our life force and joy, and like, there's so much to explore in that area. And I think people can live empty marriages the rest of their lives and never explore each other fully. And like, there's so much to know and learn, and like, Yeah, I think it's so beautiful. And I don't, yeah, anyway, I have, funnily enough, ended up being more conservative as my views are more conservative on sex and relationships more as I've grown older. I am very liberal, but I still just, I'm much more protective and intentional with my sexual energy. Yeah, these days. But the next one, this one's really cute. Dancing Queen. So that is a quote, a song quote, Dancing Queen by ABBA. And my parents basically used to play that song, which is so cute, when I'd be really, really depressed, like suicidally depressed, and they'd come into my bedroom in the mornings. I didn't want to face the day, I didn't want to do anything, and they'd come in and they'd play the song and they'd dance around my bedroom playing that song. So it's kind of like a song of love, it's kind of like a love thing to my parents, for being so supportive to me. This one is a Gustav Klimt painting, and yeah, it's probably one of my favourites. It's just so cute. It symbolises that maternal love, and also love for our inner child. And I was told at the age of 17 that I wasn't going to be able to have kids because of my polycystic ovary disorder, which is not true. And I went through this whole period of grieving my womanhood, and I felt so much grief, and I realised later that I really, really, really would love to have kids if the circumstances were right in my life to have kids. I would love to have kids, and but I don't just want to have kids for the sake of having kids. I'd love to be with the right man, and not rush into something because I just wanted to have kids, you know. But I'll always have my inner child that I can nurture and be a mother to other people if that never happens, you know. And then I got the good enough quote beside it, because my whole life I've never felt, well, I don't know, this one, yeah, I guess a core belief I learned when I was studying psychotherapy, that most people just do not believe that they're good enough. Like, it's most people's core belief. And I just thought that if I had it tattooed on my hand, it would be a way to like secretly tell people that they're good enough the whole time. And I think it's cute, and also a reminder for me, of course. I do have a big inner critic, you know, the whole surfing journey. I'm good enough because I'm bad at surfing. I'm still good enough, worthy human being. I'm still worthy of love. I'm still you know, good enough because I make YouTube videos that I feel a little bit ashamed about, but I'm still want to do it, and all these sort of things. So just self-compassion. I healed myself from despair of wanting to die, and now I'm so in love with life, and I just want to share that with people and like remind people that like you have to love yourself, and it starts with you. And being a freaking asshole to yourself is just a recipe for a miserable life. And you can just continue to live your life in pain every single day, or you can choose to take steps that make your life easier and more peaceful. And you might not, like, I don't know, just let your walls down and melt into like softness, and like stop trying to be so fucking cool. It's okay to be weird. And that's a big thing for me. You know, I always felt like I was a loser, and my true self was a loser. And because I skateboard and no one really else skateboards, and I felt really lonely about that, and I even thought I had to give it up. And I think I prefer skateboarding to surfing, but surfing means more to me than skateboarding. Anyway, next tattoo, snake. This ties in with the nude tattoo as well, because it is it's very much to do with female sexuality again. our sexuality has been like weaponized against us as women, and you know, there's so many myths and legends that like the snakes were, St. Patrick banished the snakes out of Ireland, but the snakes was female Irish liberated women in their sexuality. It's so frustrating to me that like so many people haven't copped onto this yet, but like, yeah, I just really believe that women should never feel I just don't want women to feel shame around their sexuality at all, no matter their choices, and to remember how much power that they hold and stuff like that. I got this one, which means balance. Just says balance, because I have bipolar disorder and I need to be balanced. That's as simple as that. And then this one is a Yeats poem, Tread Softly Because You Tread on My Dreams. That's one of my favourite poems. He wishes for the cloths of heaven. If had I the heavens embroiders cloths. Oh, I can't remember the full thing, but the last line is tread softly because you tread on my dreams. And for me, that was just not a letter of warning, but like a kind of letter of protection to myself, that like, don't let anyone in, like, who, like, I don't know, just, I'm so sensitive and my dreams are so sacred to me, and everything I'm doing is really sacred to me at the moment in my life. And it's not, I don't know, it's just a letter of, it's just a reminder to me to be cautious about who I let into my heart, and I guess to them as well. And sisterhood, shit. My friend stick and poked this tattoo. It says sisterhood. I'll try and get a better angle. So sisterhood is everything to me. I think we can literally heal the planet if we choose to be kinder women. I have a whole brand around sisterhood, and I have it tattooed on my arm. I think that is explanation enough of how much I care about women and my other tattoos. Then the same friend tattooed this on me. They're both stick and poke. Cleo, she's one of my best friends. We host our surf and yoga and skate and art and tattoo retreats together. She tattooed those of the women on our last retreat in Portugal, which was so cute. So that one means we're all connected in life. Like, we really are all one at our core. If I hurt you, I hurt me, etc. Love, love, love. I just believe the world needs more love. Simple as. Spread more love, live with your heart. Wildflower and a daisy, because I've always felt a bit of like I didn't fit into society properly, and I'm just a bit of a wildflower. Yep. This one I've copied Zoe Kratskabau or whatever her name is. She literally has that exact same. She has both of them on her arms, and I think they're like warrior symbols or something. This is supposed to be dog ears, but it looks a bit like angel wings and a nose. It was the first time I'd spent time away after my mental breakdown. I moved to Portugal with some of my friends, and my dog like healed my soul, and I just missed her so much, so I got a stick and poke of her. Rose, okay, I have 3 roses. This one's my favourite. 1, 2, and this big one on my shoulder. That might be my favourite as well, actually, I'm not sure. But roses are symbolise the divine feminine and the dark feminine, and they're very connected to Mary Magdalene, who is someone that I've worked with a lot. She's appeared to me in a lot of my visions that I receive, and she told me that working with women was my path and my work to do, and helping women with their trauma and everything. And I already know that it is. But yeah, Mary Magdalene, you know, in the Bible she was branded as this prostitute who was kind of an outcast of society, and Jesus was having like was allowed, there's, I don't know if she had affairs with him or anything, but again she was just painted that way because I don't actually even know the full story. I ended up at a gospel reciting of Mary Magdalene, like the first like week or so that I moved, the first month that I moved to Clare. I ended up reading Mary Magdalene's Gospels with a group of women on a Mary Magdalene retreat, which was crazy and so cool. But she's an amazing woman that I feel so connected to, and there's so much about her that we don't know, and I'm definitely going to study a lot more of her work. And yeah, she's a big leading force in my life, and I'll always call in her energy in any healing work that I do as well. Oh yeah, these guys. Aw. So these ones are for my inner romantic. This one is like a Cupid's arrow, and this one is a couple camping together. It's just a time, I was living in Portugal again, and there was a lot of sex, love and rock and roll, and I just have never really liked that life. I've always just wanted, I have such a big heart, and I've just wanted to love a man, and I never wanted to give up on that with I just was a promise to myself again that like I am a romantic, and it's okay to be a romantic in 2025 when not many other people are, and to just stay true to that. And I guess it was kind of a manifestation of the life, like going on camping trips with a future partner, and yeah, hopefully someday that happens, and if not, it will just be on my arm. And then I have one in between my boobs, which I won't show you now, but it's a Unilome. It's actually the path to enlightenment. There's like squiggles at the bottom, and then it gets longer as you go up to the top, and it's just about like the birth and all the chaos you go through, and then how you begin to ascend depending on where you are in your spiritual journey. And then I have few tattoos on my toes that are stick and pokes from Cleo again, and then she also did the mermaids on my legs. 3 mermaids, which is me, Cleo and Matilda, who are literally like 2 of my best friends that brought me back to life through surfing and skating, and all the fun times and adventures we've been on. And yeah, I got that tattoo on me after our retreat that we held in Portugal, and yeah, we're planning a retreat. Me and Cleo are planning a retreat for June of this year. Same place again, Ericeira, Portugal. Skate, surf, yoga, art, tattoos, sunsets, good vibes, and just yeah, the best times. So we are really, really excited for that, and I hope you all can join me. Oh my god, I nearly forgot my surf tattoo. So I got this tattoo on me when I was living in Portugal again. It says surf, yeah. And it says surf because I didn't want to get a wave tattoo because I thought that was a bit too basic. No offense to any of the girls that have that, but even though I prefer skating, I got a surf tattoo because of how much obstacles I've had to overcome about, you know, through my journey with it. That's been really difficult for me to like the grief and everything that I had to go through with it was just really difficult for me. It's a really personal story, and I might talk about it in a different vlog, depending on how safe I feel to tell my story. but I am writing a book, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Like, the book is coming out very slowly, and I'm trusting the energy and allowing things to flow and come out in their own time. And like, a lot of stuff in my trauma is very heavy and dark, and like, I just want lightness and joy in my life, and like, creating happy fun videos is fun, as opposed to like diving into all the trauma can just make me feel a bit sick, and I don't really want to do that. I just want to catch my goddamn tube and move on, but you know, that's gonna take fucking ages, so here I am. You know, the path, the journey, it's all about self-acceptance from here on out. I haven't actually gotten a tattoo in like a really long time. Oh, I got my back tattoos. Let's see. My back, I nearly forgot. Basically, one of them is Mother Earth, because I just really believe in allowing things to flow, and like, we live in a hyper masculine society. It's really fucked up. Everyone thinks that we have to be men and live in this world of urgency culture, and like, just, I think we need to, the feminine needs to rise, and we need to appreciate how fucking beautiful the masculine is, and how much like it does for us and protects, and like, we all have both energies within us, but we need to chill the masculine and like allow the feminine to rise and just be Mother Earth frequency. And yeah, I'll talk about that again. It's just something I'm so passionate again, and it's another nude woman, but I think you know, yeah. And then I got the triple goddess symbol, which is really sacred. It's Mother made in Crone. It's featured on the blog before, and I finally got it tattooed on me, and it means so much to me, and it was a commitment to the work that I've stepped into this year with the Sisterhood Collective, and working with the lunar cycles, and working with the divine feminine, and working from the divine feminine. Yeah, that's everything, guys. I don't know if I have any other ones. But yeah, I don't know if I will get any other ones for a long time. I kind of went through a phase of getting them all in one go, and it was so fun and like thrilling, but don't really get as much of a hit from it anymore. But I'm sure they kind of come to me, like that triple goddess one had been brewing for such a long time, and it was like, it felt like it was part of my body before I even got it, because I wanted it so much. And yeah, I just don't really have a craving for them anymore. Thank you so much for watching this far. If you've got this far, I'd love to hear any thoughts or feedback. I will be back surfing soon, when the time feels right and I've worked through a bit more self-compassion. See you in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe, everything. And thank you to my 6 friends who like my videos. I love you.